Hello, Gemini. This is Gypsy Spirit here with you, ready to give you your tarot reading for the week of January 20th through the 27th, 2024. And just let me say that this is a general reading, so some of it may resonate, some of it may not. What resonates, hang on to if you wish. What doesn't resonate, let it go. If you want your own personal reading, I'll get to that at the end of the video. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started. I've already pulled your oracle cards and your tarot cards. And I will say that I'm using a different deck that I normally use. Many months ago, my aunt and I were at Barnes & Noble's, and she decided she wanted a tarot reading. And I did not have tarot cards with me, so she gave me some money to go pick out a deck, and I did, and that is a deck that I'm using. So I've only used it a couple of other times, but it's a very, very simple deck. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or a real skilled tarot reader to read them. So I was told by my guides that this was a deck I was to use today. So anyway, it looks like there has been you've given some of your power over to something or someone here lately, because I see the Magician card. It is in reverse, telling me that whatever crisis you may be in or conflict, that you have the tools to get through it peacefully and come out winning. But for some reason, you've handed your power over to something or someone that is not helping you in this situation. And I want to say that the flower card is the echinacea, which is telling you to open up your third eye. Okay? It's safe for you to open the center of your clairvoyance. By doing so, you will see the truth. So I feel like in looking at these cards, because we also have some swords, the next two cards are sword cards. And it's telling me that, yes, there is some sort of conflict going on in your world, a shit show, if you will, because the next card, the next oracle card, is a map card, and is showing the One Ring Circus, okay? So it's like there is some sort of a shit show going on around you, and you're trying to remove yourself from it. The Knight of Swords is telling me that, yeah, you are trying to charge through it and get through it. You have the ability to do so by stepping away from everything and allowing your third eye to open. And by doing so, you're going to receive the insight, the information that you need so that you can get through this conflict without it being so harmful to you. I do believe that you're going to get through it, and everything is going to work out in your favor. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Three of Swords. It's in reverse. I hate this card when it's upright. But the Three of Swords is telling me that you are going to start to get your power back. You're going to realize some things, and it's going to help you be able to move through this. Let's take a look again also at this card, the map card, the One Ring Circus. Yeah, there is a shit show going on, but also I see that you're going to rise above it. As you can see that the person here, they see all the conflict, the rough waters, but yet they're going on a solid rock, standing alone with that elephant, which is signifies something as well. You're not forgetting some of the things that have happened to you in the past, and some of those experiences from your past is also helping you get through this. That's why we have the Knight of Swords, because this is not your first rodeo, and you are being guided to move through this, not charging into anything, really handling this with dignity and grace, which may be in the past. The same sort of situation may have arisen and you didn't handle it with grace, but now you have a little experience under your belt to where you can You learn some lessons. And I see, like with the Three of Swords, you're going to get through it. There's going to be a healing. And it's because you are going to get some insight. You are going to remove yourself from the situation. As we see here in the One Ring Circus, I see you doing that so that you can put yourself on a higher ground, get a better understanding of how you need to deal with this situation so that you can put it to rest. And that's what it's all about. I mean, it's all about karmic energy. There may have been a lesson that you needed to learn in this situation. Like I said, it's happened to you before. Maybe you didn't get the lesson in the past. And in this situation, you are getting the lesson. You're evolving. You're growing. You're becoming your higher self, your better self, your purpose, who you're supposed to be. It's all about learning lessons. And your last card, your angel card, is Aurora. She says you are flying high right now. Yes, you are. You've earned this. You've allowed yourself to open up and see the forest through the trees. She says you're flying high right now, which may threaten others. Of course it is, because people would rather see you like your enemies, would rather see you, trying to fight your way out, like fighting out of a paper bag or something. But no, you've risen. You're moving high on higher ground. You are taking your power back. But don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Yes, you are setting a good example and showing grace and dignity over this situation. So yes, do take your power back. You have to set boundaries. And I think this is something that you're beginning to learn right now through this situation, is setting boundaries and staying true to yourself. And by doing that, you are giving an example or showing others, especially people who would like to see, misery loves company, is what my mother used to say. So you're moving away from that frequency, that lower level of frequency. And as you're moving yourself to that higher level of frequency, others that have been that are still on that same lower frequency are watching you, and they're actually admiring it deep down inside. They may not say it out loud, but deep down inside. So you are an example, but not just an example for other people, but also an example for yourself, because you are learning new ways to handle things. And so you're growing and evolving and taking that next step to the new chapter in your life that's soon to come. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it, or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment box. I always respond. Also, again, if you want your own personal reading, you can go to the box below. It has my website address. Go to my website and it will give you instructions on how to get your reading. So Gemini, I will see you next week, and I hope you have a blessed week. Bye-bye.